Let's shift gears then and also address all of the news that is going on when it comes to the power demand in the country as well as coal imports. We've got Mr. Amrit Lal Meena, the Coal Secretary of the Government of India, joining us right now on the show. Thank you so much for taking time out, and let's begin by just talking about the overall outlook, because it's usually the dry weather, the rainfall deficit this year which has led to a surge in power demand, and that seems to have raised questions about the adequate availability of coal. Now, we have Coal India clarifying that they have ample stock, but can you just clear the air for us?
Yeah, you are right. Last about 1 month, the demand for power is increasing because of the long dry spell. But as far as the coal availability is concerned, we all three ministries, Ministry of Power, Railways and Ministry of Coal, are working in close coordination and ensuring adequate availability of coal at all thermal power plants. We have stock of about 58 million ton at our mine end also, and we have adequate stock at the thermal power plant. The production of coal in all collieries, we are producing about 22.5 to 23 lakhs per day, and we have the capacity to produce more if it is required. So that way, as far as the coal production and dispatch is concerned, we are monitoring the situation and adequate availability is being ensured at all thermal power plants.
Sure. So, sir, are you depending on imported coal to cope up with the unusually high demand?
See, ours is a very vast country, and foremost objective is that there should not be any load shedding in any part, and also there should be adequate stock at the end of the year. These are the objectives. So, keeping that in objective, certain areas which are logistically constant at far off places, there may be requirement. So, accordingly, advices have been issued by Ministry of Power in continuation of the earlier existing advice. So, all of us have sat together and this advice has been issued, but we have adequate coal at all collieries and also at the thermal power plants. In certain areas which are at far off places in the coastal areas, they are importing for the blending purposes. From April till now, almost at about 2 million ton per month have been imported.
Sure, no point taken that the main focus remains that there is adequate supply of coal to meet the power demand, etc. But what are you doing to ensure there's enough liquidity, and not just for the power sector but the other sectors as well, like aluminium, cement, steel, because these are two big consumers of coal?
See, the energy security of country is to be ensured. Therefore, production of coal from all sources, the Coal India Limited, Singareni Coal Company Limited, and the captive and commercial mines, we are ensuring that all of them produce to the full of their capacity. Whatever issues were there which were impacting the production, in close coordination with the state governments and all other stakeholders, are being resolved. Now, the rake availability is also significantly high. So, all of us are working in close coordination, and hence production and also the availability appropriately is being ensured.
So can you tell us how well prepared India's coal sector is to meet the growing coal demand? What are some of the medium to long term plans in place?
Oh, we have long term plans for the coal requirement for 2030 and 2047, and accordingly new mines have been planned. We have a plan for 1 billion ton coal production target for Coal India Limited. 52 new projects have been approved which are at different stages of implementation. Similarly, for evacuation of the coal, many new railway lines have been approved. 3 of them have been completed, rest are under implementation, about 10 of them. And to bring in first mile loading efficiency, also the environmental sustainability, in all our coal mines which are producing more than 2 million ton of coal. 67 of such mines are into operation. We have planned to set up automatic coal loading facility, mechanized coal handling facility. So 8 of such projects are complete, which are into operation. Another 27 will be completed this year, and rest will come in year next to that. So we have planned massive capex into the coal infrastructure, which will not only result in the faster evacuation, but also will help in environmentally sustainable loading and transportation.
Sure. We also believe that you have plans of setting up thermal power plants as well. Could you give us the roadmap for that?
See, Ministry of Power has plans for year 2030, and in that plan, 4 thermal power plants of Ministry of Coal are also proposed. One project is Ghatampur Thermal Power Plant being set up by a joint venture of Neyveli Lignite and Government of UP. This is in very advanced stage of implementation. It is expected to come in generation by end of this year. Another thermal power plant, big size, is proposed to be set up by Neyveli Lignite in Odisha at Talabira. Land acquisition and clearances thereof are being obtained, and the captive mine thereof has been made operational. It is expected that by this year end, the tender will be decided and project will be set into motion. There are 2 another thermal power plants, one in Madhya Pradesh with the joint venture of Madhya Pradesh government and SECL, and another in Odisha. They are in pipeline in different stages of planning and preparedness.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Meena, for joining us and talking to us about how the coal situation is in the country and what measures government is taking to ensure that power supply is not disrupted. A quick